The event happens once, but you replay it over and over in your mind. That's suffering twice. The Stoics knew this trap. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Let the moment pass. Don't relive pain that's already ended. Your power lies in the present, not in the echo of what hurt you. One thing I try to do each day is read something inspiring or helpful, something that helps me be a better husband, a better father, a better friend. And today, here's what I came across. Epictetus said, "The chief task in life is to separate things into two buckets, things that are in our control and things that are not in our control." He then gave an example. A ship is buffeted by the winds, but the helmsman, the one steering the ship, decides which way to go. In other words, we get to decide how we respond to external events. We can choose our attitude. Well, that sounds great, right? Life is hard. There's no doubt about it. People get sick and die. Relationships break down. Dreams get crushed. Kids disappoint us. Friends let us down. People we love betray us. Businesses fail. Accidents happen. Wars are raging. People get murdered. The news is filled with terrifying images and stories. And if we're honest, there are things we can't control. We have very little control over our past. We have very little control over other people. We have very little control over random events that just happen in the world. What we do have control over is how we choose to respond to those things, how we choose to think about those things, whether we choose to blame others or ourselves, whether we choose anger or forgiveness, fear or courage, despair or hope, hate or love. As Wayne Dyer said, "When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change." How we choose to think about these events determines whether we suffer or not. What you're watching right now is not just a video, it's an experiment in learning. I'm trying something new. Instead of making a bunch of videos on philosophy and psychology and theology and just putting them out there, I thought I would challenge myself to use my knowledge to help solve real problems. So if you click the link below, you'll find a short survey. And if you take 3 minutes of your time to fill it out, you'll be entered into a drawing to win $100. You can use it for whatever you want. Gas, groceries, a night out with your honey, whatever. The point is to help me see if this course can actually help people in their everyday lives. If enough of you are willing to give me some basic info and answer a few questions, I will send someone $100. If I get 100 people who sign up, I'll send 10 people $100. If I get 1,000 people who sign up, I'll send 20 people $100, and so on and so forth. This is not sponsored by any university. This is just me trying to learn and grow and help others. And I can't do it without your help. So again, all the info is below, and I appreciate your time and your feedback. Okay, back to what I was saying. Seneca says we suffer more in imagination than in reality. The reality is that something painful happened. My finger was cut off by a lawnmower when I was 4 years old. The imagination is that I relive it over and over in my mind. What if I had held on tighter to that pedal? What if my dad hadn't looked away for just that second? What if the dog hadn't barked and startled me? What if? What if? What if? Imagining those moments doesn't change the past. It torments the present. The Stoics believed the key to happiness was to stop dwelling on the past, stop worrying about the future, and to focus on the present moment. Marcus Aurelius said, "You could stop worrying about tomorrow, but you choose to worry about tomorrow." We have this tendency to dwell on the past, to imagine what could have been, to ruminate about what went wrong, to berate ourselves for mistakes made or for opportunities missed. We do this even though reliving the past doesn't fix anything and often makes things worse. Let me say it again. Seneca says we suffer more in imagination than in reality. The reality is that something painful happened. The imagination is that I relive it over and over in my mind. What if I had done this, or what if I had done that? Stop it. Let the moment pass. Don't relive pain that's already ended. Your power lies in the present. It's in the present that you can choose how to respond to what happened. It's in the present that you can make things right or at least better. It's in the present that you can decide to let go of the past. So don't waste the present by suffering in the echo of what hurt you. To paraphrase the Stoics, the key to happiness is to focus on the present, to accept what happened, to make things right, and then to let go.